Hey everybody, ready to read again. Hope everybody's well and everyone's families are well. And we're looking at maybe some tornadoes today, which will be a nice break from the pandemic. So, yay for that. Anyway, I'll start back in with the reading. This is my cat, Vashti. She's probably going to be interrupting us, but I'll do my best to keep her quiet. So, more poems from When We Were Young by A.A. Milne. And here's where we left off yesterday. Market Square. I had a penny, a bright new penny. I took my penny to the market square. I wanted a rabbit, a little brown rabbit, and looked for a rabbit most everywhere. I went to the stall where they sold sweet lavender, only a penny for a bunch of lavender. Have you got a rabbit? 'Cause I don't want lavender. But they hadn't got a rabbit, not anywhere there. Here's the little boy at the market. Looks like a fishmonger. We'll move on. I had a penny, I had another penny. I took my pennies to the market square. I did want a rabbit, a little baby rabbit, and I looked for rabbits most everywhere. I went to the stall where they sold fresh mackerel. Now they're tuppence for a fresh caught mackerel. Have you got a rabbit? 'Cause I don't like mackerel. But they hadn't got a rabbit, not anywhere there. I'm not sure what he's doing here. I found a sixpence, a little white sixpence. I took it in my hand to the market square. I was buying my rabbit. I do like rabbits, and I looked for my rabbit most everywhere. So I went to the stall where they sold fine saucepans. Walk up, sixpence for a saucepan. Could I have a rabbit? 'Cause I got two saucepans, but they hadn't got a rabbit, not anywhere there. Oh, looks like he found some rabbits there. I had nothing. No, I didn't get nothing. So I didn't go down to the market square, but I walked down the common, the good old common, and I saw rabbits most everywhere. I'm so sorry for the people who sell fine saucepans. I'm sorry for the people who sell fresh mackerel. I'm sorry for the people who sell sweet lavender, 'cause they haven't got a rabbit, not anywhere there. Well, here's a nice poem. Daffodilly, or Daffodowndilly, I'm sorry. She wore her yellow sunbonnet, she wore her greenest gown. She turned to the south wind and curtsied up and down. She turned to the sunlight and shook her yellow head and whispered to her neighbor, "Winter is dead." Yeah, it's kind of appropriate for this season. Water lilies. Where the water lilies go to and fro, rocking like in the ripples of the water, lazy on a leaf lies the lake king's daughter, and the faint wind shakes her. Who will come and take her? I will, keep still, keep still. Sleeping on a leaf lies the lake king's daughter. Then a wind comes skipping to the lilies on the water, and the kind wind wakes her. Now who will take her? With a laugh she is slipping through the lilies on the water. Wait, too late, too late. Only the water lilies go to and fro, dipping, dipping to the ripples of the water. And there he is trying to catch the lake king's daughter. Disobedience. This would be a good one to end on. Disobedience. James Morrison, Weatherby George Dupree took great care of his mother, though he was only 3. James said to his mother, "Mother," he said he, "you must never go down to the end of the town if you don't go down with me." James Morrison's mother put on a golden gown. James Morrison's mother drove to the end of the town. James Morrison's mother said to herself, said she, "I can get right down to the end of the town and be back in time for tea." King John put up a notice. Lost or stolen or strayed, James Morrison, mother seems to have been mislaid. Wandering vaguely quiet out of her own accord, she tried to get down to the end of the town. 40 shillings reward. James Morrison, commonly known as Jim, told his other relations not to go blaming him. James said to his mother, "Mother," he said he, "you must never go down to the end of the town without consulting me." What's his mother doing? James Morrison's mother hadn't been heard of since. King John said he was sorry. So did the Queen and the Prince. "Someone told me," said a man he knew, "if people go down to the end of town, well, what can anyone do?" Now then, very softly, JJMMWG Dupee took great CO of his M, though he was only 3. James said to his he said he, "You must never go down to the end of town if you don't go down with me." This is Kitty. She's saying goodbye, and so do I. Be good, folks. Talk to you tomorrow.